Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Analytical Lion. I'm Josh Davis. It's been a long summer waiting for football to be back, and we are finally here. I have not had a live show this week. The show should be starting again next week. Casey's going to be back on. It's going to be a ton of fun. But I just wanted to get this video out for all of you guys for this first game. Obviously, I've been paying super close attention with things all through the summer. Fall camp, practice film, all of that, and just finally ready. It's game week, and I wanted to get out the info for you guys as soon as possible, get my prediction out there, and we're going to check things out. I mean, this team, simply put, is going to be different than it was last year. That is the main storyline going into this season. For the first time in his career, James Franklin is replacing all three coordinators. Got Justin Lustig as the new special teams guy. Tom Allen from Indiana is going to be great as our DC. Coach Kotelnicki, coming in from Kansas to be the new OC. And that is going to be the big thing to watch. And not just coaches. You got the new players, got guys coming in from the transfer portal. You got guys like Nolan Rucci coming in to shore up the O-line. Julian Fleming replacing KLS as the number one receiver. You got guys on the defense with A.J. Harris and Jalen Kimber coming in from the SEC to play cornerback for us. And you have all these different changes going on. You got Jay Reed playing the new Lion position under Coach Tom Allen. And you just have all these different things. And so going into this game, I think the general consensus is, oh yeah, Penn State's going to destroy West Virginia. West Virginia's a nobody, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like that's the mentality for a lot of Penn State fans going into this game. And while I think my first gut reaction coming into this game was very similar to that, it was, yeah, we should mop the floor with these guys. This should be a statement road victory early on in week one, a chance for this team to really prove that, yeah, we're going to be a playoff contender all throughout the season and a serious contender in the Big Ten Conference now that we have the slightly easier schedule. And I do think the Big Ten as a whole is weaker at the top than it has been the last couple of seasons. I mean, cheating or not, Michigan won the national championship last year. Ohio State has been competing at a national championship level the last couple of seasons. And I don't think that's the case. Some people are saying that Ohio State is national championship or bust this year. They have so many questions that as of right now, before I see them play a football game, I cannot say that they're at a national championship level. I would say they can certainly play up to that, and I would not be surprised at all if Ohio State won the national championship. First off, with Oregon, I do not think they're at a national championship level. They have a lot of talent. Again, so many questions. Let's see them play some football first before we start saying that they're going to win the Natty. With Penn State, it's a very similar situation to where there's so many changes throughout the entire program, players and coaches, that it's like, guys, let's make sure we take care of game one instead of just saying it's over already. So you look at this line, it's like -8 or whatever it is. It's been kind of changing a little bit throughout the week. And it's like my first gut reaction to that is, oh my goodness, hammer that Penn State spread. Like, how are we not going to win by more than 8-10 points? And I think then if you think about it a lot more and you spend some time really trying to make your prediction, you're like, well, I think there's no world where West Virginia wins this game. I think we could play our worst possible game. They could play their best possible game, and I still think we'd win. We out-talent West Virginia at every position on the field. I think there's that situation where if things are going badly in the first half, Penn State could just play the simplest football possible and still find a way to grind out the win. But that would not at all be optimal. The whole point of these new guys and the new coaches, especially Coach K on offense, is that you're being dynamic. You're not being predictable. You're getting those big plays, and you're making things happen that we just weren't able to do last year under last year's play calling system. With that being said, this is these guys' first game in a whole new system. People keep saying Drew Aller's more experienced this year. Yeah, but he's learning an entire new playbook that's going to be very unique, something unlike anything he's ever played before all through his young football career, and it's the same thing being said for anybody else in the offensive staff, in the offensive system. So I think that's just something to keep in mind going into this game. It's no guarantee that the Penn State offense explodes. It's no guarantee that West Virginia plays awful, even though I don't think West Virginia is a bad team at all. I don't think they're at all on the level of competing with a top 10 team in college football right now. And good for them. I don't think they play a top 10, top 15 team on their schedule. So aside from us. And so they're a team that I think could have success throughout the season after this game. But I do not think that West Virginia will have success in this game. I think one of the big reasons for that is due to their lack of pass rush defensively. They are a team that has a solid defensive line that focuses on stopping the run, and then on offense they're a team that focuses on running the ball. And I think both of those strengths of West Virginia play into the strengths of Penn State, to where it's like, if you can't get after Drew Aller and you let him have time to make plays, big plays are going to get drawn up and big plays are going to happen with that. And then on the flip side, you are not going to be able to run the ball consistently enough to win this game against this Penn State defense. And now that Abdul Carter and Denai Dennis Sutton are full-time TNs, it could be a scary night for Garrett Green if they can't protect him or figure out a way to consistently run the ball, which I don't think is possible. I would be very surprised if West Virginia was able to consistently throw the ball, especially considering that's just not really in their game plan or skill set. So with all that being said, my prediction, I'm going to go 42-10 Penn State win, but keep in mind this game could very much be closer than that. I'm kind of predicting that on the side of things where I expect Penn State to come out and play very strongly in week 1, but there are many scenarios where we play a much closer game than that. That'll be all. Make sure to tune in Monday nights at 8:20 p.m. on Com Radio and check out the Twitter X account for all of the other news. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.